Okay, time to play a Classicvania. Some dare say possibly the best Classicvania. It's freaking Rondo of Blood. Yeah, not much else really needs to be said on it. Okay, so there we go. And in case anyone watching this is curious, this is not being done like on an emulator. That would be like on my on my oh wait, I forgot the settings on my Elgato's like audio capture. Oh god damn, just the problems I had trying to get this stream up and running, in which the Elgato feed just was not wanting to work for whatever reason, and if I tried to exit out, it would just completely like screw up the rest of OBS. So I had to do multiple like a bunch of like hard reboots of my PC and then turn and such just to basically like recreate the settings as I want them. But yeah, this is yeah, as you can imagine, based on the fact that I'm referring to my capture card, this is being played on a console. I'm specifically playing this on the Wii that I have that's soft modded because as far as emulating old games, this thing's a pretty good one to have if you want like an all-in-one place for playing a bunch of 8 and 16-bit games, which includes the TurboGrafx slash PC Engine. Only problem is, it took me quite a while to even find an emulator for PC Engine stuff specifically, especially ones that would like support the CD games. So, because a lot of the other Nintendo focused homebrew emulators for this system are already pretty fleshed out and useful. FCE, SNES 9X, VBA. But here it's like the dedicated PC Engine specific like emulators. I just could not get to work whatsoever. So I settled on like a Wii homebrew port of Mednafen. And at least from what I tested on like just the first level alone, it seems to run pretty solid. At least hopefully I can avoid some of like the weird hitching problems I've been having with BizHawk, which is a pretty solid multi-purpose emulator already. Which is the sort of thing where I don't know if just turning on my computer and then back on again before starting to stream anything that runs on an emulator could possibly help it or not. Still, what an absolutely good game. Oh wait, I think I already noticed a possible graphical glitch. There should not be like a portion of that green flame sprite just occupying the top right corner. Oh, who cares? Let's just keep going. There's my boy Richter. The best playable Belmont. I specify playable because if we had to include any Belmont period, then that means Julius just goes straight to the top of the list. Man, it's weird to think how, like, the way NEC managed the PC Engine and, like, with releasing all kinds of, like, different, like, system BIOS cards that are supposed to enable different features, like, for, especially with CD attachments, it amazes me how, like, even though it was just as ill-advised of a decision from, like, a commercial product standpoint, I feel like PC Engine CD is a lot more, like, of a valuable thing in the long run than anything to do with the Sega CD. I can at least think of like 2, maybe 3 total PC Engine CD games that I've messed around with that I can actually say is more than anything I could possibly point to as being worthwhile for the Sega CD. At least anything that would be of interest. And in that case, it's like, it's this for me. It's the PC Engine port of Mad Stalker, Full Metal Madness, and then the sequel to Image Fight, which weirdly enough I've actually gotten hands-on time with, but not the original. And this is all still technically a 16-bit system, so it totally counts as part of the generation, and therefore, you know, this game has definitively the best 16-bit Castlevania. You know? But as far as the three-way between this, Bloodlines, and Super Castlevania 4, this is straight at the top. No questions. Even understanding full well that Bloodlines has a lot of fans. Naturally so, because a lot of Konami-specific entries of those franchises on the Genesis or Mega Drive was always, like, weirdly more impressive in hindsight. Just because that system lent itself a lot better to, like, crazy action games compared to the SNES with its processor. It'd be quicker if I were to just use the axe, but I want to, for my strategy with Richter, conserve as many hearts as possible. Use the absolute minimum that's necessary. Okay, so far so good. Oh, God, this game is so good. Like the rest of the good Classicvanias, I do have a good amount of respect for, but this is definitely the one that I've enjoyed the most as far as playing it. I do appreciate the lack of a time limit. Gives me time to just be extra careful and diligent with my moves. Okay, that's the first one down. Let's see if I can make it to the Wyvern without taking any damage. It should be easy enough. There we go. None too fancy. That said, I probably will still be taking some amount of hits during the Wyvern fight, just because I've had so little luck being able to effectively dodge its flame breath. Because the trajectory of the flames always changes based on where you are and where he initially aims at the attack. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay, I think that's the easier way of dealing with it, is as long as you are behind him, or not. Shoot. There we go. Okay. Some of those I could definitely have just used the whip and save even more hearts, but I'm above 40, which is important. Okay, now the real kicker. Let's see if I can get this very specific timing right with backflip. Oh! Damn it. Oh, well, I still got a no damage bonus, so I say that's the real victory. But no, I was trying to very specifically time my backflip so that, when it freezes the frame, it looks like he's doing a big arm pump. You know what? I'm actually... Yeah. It's kind of off to a bad start just because of the extra hits I took, but I'll refer back to this if things go especially tits up, because I really want to make sure that I still keep a lot of my hearts and I get the key and I'm able to free Maria. Nice. Consistently took out his axes before they could even reach. Okay, back up the stairs. Because since the time limit is not a factor with this particular game, I can be as deliberate as I want in making sure that I maximize like the amount of points I'm getting from all this and money. Yeah. A decent reason to use the axe right there. Oh goody, and another one up. Yeah. Nope. I might as well keep the axe just for a little longer, because it's gonna be dropped anyway. I have to if I'm gonna be able to pick up that key. Ah. Okay, time for the big chase. Oh! Oh. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. I don't care. Like, I'd be willing to... No, not that. That's load game is literally just loading different ROMs. But no, it's like I really don't want to be stuck having to like if this was me playing as Maria, I'd be more willing to forego save states in a lot of situations just because she has a lot more stuff to use for recovery. Whereas with Richter, it's like I really do need to stick to a very specific game plan. And if I so much as die, I'm just so boned. Oh, wait. Did his hitbox literally just like do me for double damage there? Man, I don't even know. I mean, playing as a Belmont in like a Classicvania is like the true experience, I admit. But then again, there's like still a reason why Maria is such like she is the fun mode of the game, because she can just do so much. Oh. Whip did not stay out for as long as I was wanting. Damn it. Okay, I'm gonna have to be... No. Oh. Why do I keep jumping at those specific moments? Good grief. I am absolutely embarrassing myself right now. Presumably to an audience of no one, but that's usually expected for large swaths of this. at least, like, even with the save states I'm using as Richter, I do want to kind of stick to something at least similar to what I used when I played through Hardcore, and that is just, like, keep it as much as possible to only at the beginning of stages. Because at least with, like, these old games, it, like, it's not nearly as fun to show off if you're just, like, abusing the hell out of save states. Like, for old PC games where, like, quick save and quick load is the norm, like, no one bats an eye at that. Like, that's almost part of the design. You're right, it doesn't. And yet, like, it still feels hard in the way that, like, is still very manageable. Somehow not the hardest it could be compared to other Classicvanias, but it still lives up to that legacy of being just hard in all the right ways. Also, I rescind my earlier comment. It is now no longer just an audience of no one. Welcome, Pensive. Oh. And we're booking it. Okay, this is at least a better pattern for the zombies. Because it's not very fun when they show up on screen right as you absolutely need to jump over a ledge. Because chances are you're gonna have no choice but to take a hit. There should still be like a wall meet. Ow! Wait, I should have. No! There we go. Got the eye. Ah. Unfortunately, I... Oh yeah, that was pretty good. I just need to keep moving forward and get to the door. Don't waste any time. There we go. Maria get. Oh. You mean fun mode? Okay, yeah. Yeah, CV1 is like, it's definitely simple enough, and like, just because by virtue of it being the first one, they did not know, like, the developers had not gone deep enough into design to push it to really dickish levels, you know, like, kind of how they do with CV3 and, like, good portions of Bloodlines. God, I love how just painfully early 90s this look is, you know? Good old Richter being patronizing to a child. That's the Belmont way. Okay, yeah, there's no wall meet there. Oh. 71 hearts, though, is pretty good as far as where I'm at. And I grab the holy water from this arena and just use it on the on the werewolf. One of the most memorable bosses of this game, or even the whole series. Just how absolutely nimble and crazy off the wall he is. We'll even find out if I manage to beat him and like avoid his desperation attack. I'm trying to double check actually. There's no extra healing, so yeah, might as well. Because I really want to like keep up like my current amount of hearts, specifically until we get my favorite sub-weapon, which is available in Stage 3, and I found is very good at saving my life on multiple occasions from like Stage 5 onward. Oh, I always misread that. Okay. I'm at least doing pretty well. Okay. I at least read that properly. Okay. You know what? Acid Rain, why not? Yeah! Alright! Moments like that is why you know the developers consciously put in a backflip. Oh, that was good. Unfortunately, I didn't get the flip on the exact freeze frame I wanted, which is near the end of the flip and where it basically looks like Richter is like doing a big arm pump, which I think is especially fitting in the context of like beating a boss, because he's just going, "Oh yeah, beat that thing." But yeah, we're still at a good amount for hearts. And oh, that's right. Weirdly enough, I keep forgetting about my rule for just like. Oh god damn it! No. This is the part I keep forgetting every time I have to like use the specific emulator. Is like. With using anything on the Wii, even homebrew stuff, I am way more used to the, like, when you press the home button on the Wii remote, it normally, like, when it brings up a menu like this, you press it again to return to the game itself. But no, you're supposed to hit resume. If you press home when you're on this menu, it just takes you straight back to, like, to the homebrew channel. So yeah, I guess that's another good reason why I should just periodically be making save states with this. Yeah. I really do wish that I could have gotten one of the other PC Engine specific emulators for this system working, but it just would not properly like read the directory that I set for like for the ROMs, you know? So, but like Mednafen was just a lot easier to use in that regard. So you kind of have to take what you get, because otherwise, I really do like using the Wii with like all like these homebrew emulators as like as kind of like just a spot to always like play 8 and 16-bit games, because I'm never gonna own a NES or Super NES at this point. The only things with the emulators I got I wish were somewhat better was if, like, is basically just if the go-to Game Boy emulator for this VBA GX, I wish it was better at handling a lot of GBA games without having to either A, like, cause it to the speed to kind of slow down, or worse, like keep frame skip enabled and it just leads to things feeling especially choppy. Yeah, that's why I keep it around, especially because I'm still looking on occasion to see if I can get another CRT now that I'm like up here and away and like no longer living in Washington. Because that one I was able to find like off the streets in Seattle was a godsend. But now it's like, I really wish I could have that back just so I could do like the displaying at 240p proper. That's really like the best reason for it. If you want to like care that much about having like the truest analog gaming experience. So now we got the Holy Book. This is my favorite sub-weapon of the whole game, even if it takes more hearts to use. Just look at that. Like, the paper trail it leaves, like, stays on for so long, and it makes, like, situations like this, where you would otherwise have to be making careful jumps, is a joke. Assuming that I do not die here. Because that'd be real bad. But I think... yeah, okay, I still got some meat. Okay. Just stick to this. Ooh, that was close. There we go. Let's see, is the bell gonna drop me something good? Thank you! Okay. Yeah. The Holy Book really was my way of being able to survive playing through this game as Richter with as little need for save states as possible. Because otherwise, getting through certain sections, like the very early screens in Stage 5, or the crumbling bridge in Stage 7, is a nightmare without this. Like, barely any other sub-weapons cut it in those situations. And it's because of that, like, it's honestly, like, worth it to take, like, the 3 heart cost, whereas all the other regular sub-weapons just use 1. Okay, try and lure this thing over. Good old whip extension. Another great and underappreciated move. The ugly-ass remake that otherwise, like, played very well, but otherwise was still a symptom of, like, unnecessary 3D graphics, yeah. Frankly, I was actually less bothered by those if... God damn it, no! Oh! Oh, I am really tempted to just reload a save state. God damn you... Oh, I was distracted. Forgot that dude just is designed specifically to steal your sub-weapons. I can't even remember exactly if there are any other... You know what, I'm gonna keep going without it for now. I want to say that I'm pretty sure I'll find like another Holy Book. At least before the start of Stage 5. Because it's like, from that point onward, like, I absolutely need to have that thing on almost at all times, especially for the problem sections that I had just described. Oh, man. It also shows that, like, even though, like, I played a lot of this, in very recent memory, I definitely did not, play, like, any practice runs of this leading up to this specific stream. Not like I did with, Contra Hardcore. Yeah, they give you the cross even knowing full well that it is pretty useless, like, in a frontal attack. Somehow managed to dodge both of those consistently. Nope, couldn't dodge. No! Oh, why did you not? Okay, at least got him on the rebound. Okay. Okay, let's see. Can I time this? Because he's... Okay, still timed it. Okay, I think this partially redeems me for my screw-ups earlier, losing the Holy Book. I at least did a cool backflip over the Minotaur Shoryuken. Oh! Yeah, I gotta remember, like, you can't really do it... If you want to time specifically the way I want to do it, you cannot stand directly underneath the orb. Okay, another save state, but this time I'm just going to do a backup. There we go. Oh, you shut your mouth. Look, just because I am willing to admit that that the Mega Drive got the best Contra game doesn't mean I have to say the same for Castlevania. It just doesn't work like that. Oh god, could you imagine if Konami had the foresight to give the PC Engine its own Contra game, especially with CD support? Could you imagine? I mean, Bloodlines is really good. You can at least argue with that, that with Bloodlines that it has two characters like this, but at least playing as Eric is not nearly as broken as it is with Maria. Though they're both fun even still for their own specific reasons. Yeah, I do not want that holy water right now, thank you. Okay, question is, can I get around, and can I time my jumps properly to avoid... No! Oh, spoke too soon. God damn it. Well, at least I can still access this. Whew. There we go. Holy Book reacquired. We are back to... You... Goddamn Flea Man. At least that's what I have this for. Oh, no, no. Okay. Oh, yeah. And arguably, no one a fan of the Old Testament either. Just... That one's more raw. Okay. Okay, just power through this. Oh, come on. No! Yeah, I'm just gonna do this. I really do not want to be in a situation where I both A, have to lose the holy book, and B, like, have to build back up, like, my supply of hearts. Okay. So yeah, I gotta make sure to go back up that staircase, because that's where I'm gonna be able to get the holy book. And get rid of that. Go away, holy water. You were useful during the werewolf fight, but that's basically the extent of which I'm willing to use you. Okay. 90 hearts. That's very nice. Come on. Okay, just focus. Okay. There we go, okay. We're clear. Yep, instinctively knew that that was gonna be there. Ugh. No, why did I think to do that? I have this book, for God's sake, that's what it's for. Now, the real tricky part. Ah, already botched it. Ah. Ugh, okay. Let me get to this screen. Yeah, I'm still real nervous, all things considered, so... Loop it back to 1. Okay. I, for a moment, briefly forgot that, like, I am basically one hit away from anything killing me. there. Okay. Got it. And that's why you use the backflip. Let's see, trying to remember. Yeah, I think it's... For the boss I want, in this case, I have to go up these stairs. But then again, because this is on a new game, it doesn't really matter because the alternate 5 stage, if I recall, is not available no matter what until you beat the game. Or at least you beat the regular stage 5. Because any of the alternate paths in either stage 4 will always lead you to the ship level with death. Oh, thank goodness. Wall meat's always appreciated. No matter how potentially unsanitary it can be, you take what you can get for nourishment when you're off hunting Dracula. Okay, Doulahan time. Okay. Oh. Ow. No. Ah, damn it. Really, my first mistake was like not going under him a second time when he did that lunge attack, because the tell between whether he does that or like the spikes is very similar. Oh, God. Well, that was definitely different than what I was expected. Ah, why were you whipping the other direction, man? He is not doing his jump for whatever reason, but it's okay because he's done so. Yeah, that was kind of sloppy. Yeah, that's what I wanted. That was the pose that I was talking about. You get that freeze frame from the backflip. It looks like he's just doing the biggest arm pump of victory ever. It is rad. Okay. Oh, God. Second time. Second time, once again, out of habit, I keep hitting the home button when in WiiMednafen on the Wii, that just automatically boots you back to the homebrew channel. Like, why would you make it like this? Oh my. But hey, it's a good thing we made this. Yeah, right after. I think that's basically gonna be like the only time really I end up like causing that mistake. Because the only time I'm bringing up that menu is to either load an already made save state or make a new one. But yeah, you can see what I'm talking about, why I try and save the Holy Book and as many hearts for this. Because it makes this opening trek a bit less perilous. Fortunately, I don't need to like really use it as much for like the rest, for most rest of the level. But again, once we get to stage 7 and we have that crumbling bridge, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about, why this thing is a lifesaver. Now, because I've taken a few hits, and I'm not really intending to do anything with regards to like losing a life and just dealing with it, I am going to take this, and I will stick to this upper path, foregoing the 1-up that comes from destroying the ship's engine. But at least you get to see the spectral sword. This song is dope, man. It's so good. Okay, now for everyone's favorite. The magic painting that is very easy to loop. Never even give it a chance to do its attack where it traps you within its frame. We're good. Oh man, the slowdown. Though to be fair, I'm not complaining. Like, it's player-induced slowdown in a way that is still to your benefit and looks cool as a result. Ooh. Nice. Oh, I thought... I wasn't expecting it to just ram into me like that. Come on. Okay, there we go. Just trying to figure out what your trajectory was gonna be. And even then, like, with those, like, intentionally, like, designed to be reactive type of, like, flight patterns, they are still way less of a headache to deal with than the ones in Circle of the Moon. I can tell you that, like, that for free. Just, oh, man. There's enough predictability in their pseudo-randomness. Yo, Wrath! Welcome! You ready to see me slap death upside the head with the power of the Bible? Man, 93. I could basically just sit back and, like, use nothing but this sub-weapon to get the first phase out of the way. Because second phase, once he's on the ground, is going to be a whole lot more manageable. You know what? Safety save, though. On a alternate. And hit resume, not home. Ugh. Try not to make that mistake constantly throughout the night. And let's go. Oh, come on. Yeah, I'll still get some whip hits in. Why not? Ooh. Okay. That said, even with the strategy I have of just using the Holy Book, it is not perfect. It's still very difficult to avoid the rest of those sites because they can still find a way to get past the circles made by the pages. Oh yeah, but here he comes now. This really is one of the coolest, if not the coolest, death fights in the series. If only just for, like, the concept behind his second form. Ooh. Okay, and got him! Nice! Oh, yeah. That went well. Ow. Platform interrupted my chance at another fist bump. Or arm pump, rather, I guess I should say. Whew. Sup, Drac? The lack of perspective in that opening shot made it seem like you're a giant compared to Annette. Oh heck, you're literally twice the size of any man in any Castlevania game. You're already a giant. Admittedly, in Dracula X Chronicles, with like the Ayami Kojima redesigns for all the characters, at least for Dracula, it's appreciated there because it puts it more in line with how his look is already established. But seeing it applied to everyone else, especially Richter and Maria, is just so strange. And you know, I was actually almost tempted to try and get a hold of like I think it was like a translated hack version of this original PC Engine CD-ROM for the game, but like what it does is that it basically replaces the dub here with the English one that was in the unlockable original Rondo that was in Dracula X Chronicles. I was tempted to do that, but then again, even then, like, I've already heard like those English dub voices once, and I could appreciate the hilariously bad amateur English dub vibe that they were going for with that the first time, but not a second one. Like, this game is already so terminally anime, like, even by the series standards. Granted, early 90s anime, but my point still stands. Yeah, to an extent, yeah. I mean, admittedly, like, a lot of the fondness I have is usually if it's for a series that I already, like, had an attachment to growing up. See, I wish that was the case with, like, the English dub they went for, like, when they put this version of Rondo of Blood in Dracula X Chronicles and dubbed it in English. Because otherwise, just, like, the tone and inflection that all the voice actors have trying to match the limited lip flaps is hilariously on point in everything else. Okay. Where do I put my shoes? I don't give a shit. Oh man, that is just... That is... Yeah, it is... Yeah. It's this... Like, not just platform, it's also, like, the kind of audience where you see it and you can tell that it's the same people that, like, basically went over to the Saturn when the next generation came around. Because there's a lot of games that you can look at for the Saturn that are trying to fulfill a lot of the same demographic that this is, in terms of just the visual style and presentation. It is. It's a pretty dope pentagram. Ow. No, actually, I mean, I know I did not die there, but I still at least vividly remember, like, the order of the bosses and, like, what drops from where. And I would rather not, like, lose so much health that by the time I get the wall meat from, like, from beating the mummy, that it doesn't amount to much. Just being somewhat careful. There we go. Okay. Almost topped off on hearts. That's nice. Okay, and got her. Okay, now this is gonna be the real tricky one. I absolutely hate the mummy just because of, like, its specific patterns. But fortunately, this is another situation where having the Holy Book helps a lot. Not 100%, but it's enough. Assuming that you do a good job of... Yeah, okay, like that. Ooh! Oh my goodness, I actually... Oh my god, that is the first time I successfully no-damaged the mummy. How did I manage to get around those? That was dope. Oh, okay. Ow! Ah. Why? Oh, jeez. Now I'm really wishing that he also dropped some meat. Because this is gonna be... I'm gonna see how far I can get. Like, I'm not gonna make a save state here, because if I die, then, like, whatever. I can do the other 4 again, but I'm only willing to do that once. Because there's a good chance that after how well I did against the mummy, any future attempts probably gonna have me be on tilt. Oh! That's what I was worried about. still, like, this is one of those moments that I vividly remember a lot of my strategies just because I had to spend a huge amount of time on this. In fact, I'm sure everyone did. Like, fighting multiple bosses in a row, 4 of which are all, like, classic, is a pretty tall order. There you go. No! Why? Now I'm really worried now once I get to the mummy and it just turns out that, like, I just constantly get hit by his stupid wrappings. There we go. Okay. That's 1 of 5 down. Just don't get hit for any dumb reason by Medusa. Keep the pressure. Oh! Okay, I'll just have to be extra careful right now. Oh! Oh, this is what I was worried about! Yeah, I know I will. But I'm trying to see, like, how long I can go before I just go the route of, like, being extra cautious with save states after every boss defeated. Because I've already done it plenty of times on emulator. I shouldn't have to, like, do it constantly every time I want to play this again. Because I know the patterns. I've had enough experience to kind of know what's going to happen and, like, what's a trouble spot. And, like, how to compensate. Oh. No, I do not like that. Just that amount. You know, screw it. I've really got no reason to keep holding on to this many hearts, because I know, like, with where it's at, the amount he drops isn't going to top me off at 99, so I might as well. Because even if I burn a moderate amount of holy books on all of these, I'm still going to have enough for, like, the big section where this is vital. And that's the start of stage 7. Oh, I'll even take the single hits. It's fine. Why did I stop moving there? Oh, whatever. So I think, like, the one mid boss rush save state I'm gonna make during this run is after I beat the mummy. Okay, This would obviously be less of a problem if I was using Maria. Because I could just, like, use her, like, her stand powers and just shoot birds all the time. Why did it... Oh, that was bad luck, man. Those blocks, I swear. Yeah, we're gonna be here a while. Okay. It still leaves me with 80 plus hearts, just from beating him this way. Oh wow, it actually puts me back to the amount that I started with, 88. Nice. Ow, just one of those slipped through. Oh. She just had to jump there. Okay. Okay, I'll take that. You know, I'll take that. That's close to full health anyway. Screw it. Oh my goodness. Oh, didn't jump in time. There we go. Okay. Okay, let's give Shaft another go. It's just, man, I wish I was better at predicting the... just the pattern on the lightning. Yeah, chances are that save state might be sooner than you think. Who knows? Ooh, okay. Ooh, that was lucky. Okay. Ooh, nice. Oh, I am getting really good with these backflips. Can I do it? We got him! Oh, man. You feel like the biggest Chad alive when you're able to pull off sweet backflips like that to avoid damage. Ow. Except then. That's... Oh. That felt good, all things considered. It was. Okay. Back to slot 1. Now you're gonna see what I keep talking about, why this crumbling bridge section becomes so much easier with the Holy Book, and is, in my opinion, the only sane way to get through is Richter. Because there's an even easier way if you're playing as Maria. That is especially silly. But that makes sense because it's Maria. She's more powerful than any Belmont. This game proves it, as well as the Saturn version of Symphony of the Night. Ah, almost got through without taking damage, but whatever. Yeah. She has the 4 celestial beasts on her side. Okay. Now I can still be a bit more liberal with this because, oh, okay. Hold on. Yeah. One thing I'm gonna need to make sure for is remember to get the key. Oh, no, no. Well, that's okay, because I think there's like a healing item out in this nest that I'm gonna be getting, so, there we go. Yep, okay. So yeah, because we kept sticking to, like, the regular stages on this run as Richter, we obviously were not able to free the 2 maidens, but we're at least gonna have the decency to free his wife. You know? Because, like, Richter's an honest man. He's the kind of guy that would not leave his beloved family behind. He has no problem laughing and being patronizing to a child who's clearly more capable than he is. Ow. I completely did not notice the spike down there. Yeah, unless you play him that way. Okay. Sup, Annette? Hope you don't have got any hickeys or anything on your neck. Like, I gotta check. It's just for safety. Yeah, I'm looking back and forth between my main monitor in which I'm playing the game on versus the stream overlay and just like double checking how it looks with the CRT filter, and man, I am once again impressed. I feel like more or less I have found the universal kind of setting for color correction, which is just max brightness in and then like towards like 1 and then like -1 on gamma. Just have those going in complete opposite directions to their absolutes, and then adjust the regular brightness accordingly. Fun fact too about this CRT overlay, which I realize I don't think I've really gone too much into it about that, is you might notice with like the shape of the screen that like it doesn't look like a 4:3 display, which you're right, it is not that aspect ratio. But you notice obviously with like the pillar boxes on the left and right, that's basically because of the kind of thing I didn't realize for a very long time whenever I've been like recording like standard definition footage for the Elgato, is that it made me realize that the just how prevalent like the overscan protection that developers would like put into these games affected the aspect ratio. Because if you played these on a CRT originally, then like in compensating for the parts of the screen that would end up getting cut off, they were able to essentially make the actual viewable area still look like 4:3 because of how it would get stretched out. But with modern displays, you don't really have that. So you get the pillar boxing and the actual 4:3 like screen space being compressed into a single 4:3 display, which is why it can end up with certain things like, circles looking more like ovals than actual pure circles. So yeah, like, the pillar boxes may be present, but it's like, as far as what's being displayed on the stream, you are getting what I assume is as accurate or completely accurate to how, like, the screens and, like, pixel scaling and stretching would actually look. That said, I do wish I could find a nicer looking, a much nicer looking, what was it? what was it, like a nicer looking, like Trinitron looking like overlay that actually is more correct to the actual aspect ratio. That way I could cover up the jail bars. But then again, like, because of how like the screen on the overlay is set up, that helps a lot in me being able to set up like the actual like width and height properly. Anyway, I'm gonna just, this might be a bit risky, but I'm going to make a backup save just because I realized I am getting very close to death, and I did not think to make a save state as soon as I entered this room. These dudes were always so tricky to get because they move backwards at a speed that, like, it is always designed to kind of outpace you right up until the moment that they get ready to attack, which is how they lure you into trying to go in on the offensive, but then you get your ass kicked. That's just how these designers do things to try and get you. That said, I'm gonna have to go back up those stairs and in order to like be able to drop down to this alcove here with the breakable wall and get some health. Of course, the tricky part there is that you get a bone-throwing skeleton who, in this level only, will just throw way more bones than they clearly have on their body, like it's a Mortal Kombat 3 fatality or something, or brutality. Oh! Ah. Ooh. There we go. Now to head back up there. And be very careful with that other knight. Man, thank goodness for being able to, like, not only have an easier time climbing up the stairs, but also being able to jump off them. And even, in some cases, back on, so that you can, like, very easily, like, scale them a lot faster. Okay, there we go. Alright. That's taken care of? Oh, goddamn. Ugh. The dog's been barking. Yeah, I was kind of worried that I was gonna be picking up on the mic. I think it was like directly outside my door right there. And it's just been, he's been a lot more riled up this weekend for God knows what reason. Like, some ideas, but oh well. Wow, way to assume that I am the problem. Look, I know I know I'm more of a cat person, but I don't deserve this amount of blame. I've not done anything. Dogs are never wrong, even when they're forced to do bad things by bad people. Sure, okay. Ooh, how did I dodge all that? Oh, darn it. I forgot that is the specific gap. I don't have to answer you anymore. I didn't even blame him for, like, that specific drop. That was just me being an idiot. Okay. Man, this pendulum section is even more hilarious when you're playing as Maria just because of this gap on the right is easily circumvented with a double jump. Okay, now then, let's see. I do not want that knife. Alright. There's no blocks for anything that can be, like, busted open with a book, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna have to just make do. No wall meat for me. At least once I get to the final stage of dealing with Dracula, I'm pretty sure chances of me having to do do a save state in between phases is not gonna be necessary. Hopefully. Because at least last I played this game, like, a couple weeks ago, I kind of finally clued into, like, the ideal strat for getting around Dracula's, like, fireballs during his first phase, which was often actually the source of a lot of my damage. Oh! Okay. I'm at least keeping him on this side. That's helpful. Wow, first try on Shaft's Ghost. Or as it's called in the Technic option, Technic menu. Oh, missed it again. But as he's called there, Shaft G. Because there wasn't enough room for Ghost. Okay. Yeah, what's our... Oh yeah, we're already at 251 credits and like 10 lives total. One more save for here. Don't forget this secret. Okay, so it's actually like this color. Okay, because I'm trying to do a better job of remembering where I need to press down. Yeah, 261. Okay. Come on, get... There we go. So yeah, surprisingly, with how much I've used the Holy Book, I don't really need to use it for Dracula. Though I'm trying to remember, I think it was... Yeah, I think it was Holy Water that I ended up using. Mostly for the item crash. Like Acid Rain, I've... Well, either way, like, the whole... item crashes from either of these two weapons are pretty good when you're in the second phase, I find. But yeah, it's time for the big fight. Let's see what you got. Let's see what you got, Drac. Yep. Just gotta keep doing that repeatedly. Dodge through those fireballs. Ugh. Backflips, more reliable than whipping when it comes to like a 3-spread fireball attack. Simon definitely wish he had this. Or Trevor. Oh. Well, there goes my perfect streak. He's too dummy thick. That's the real answer. Oh, he's just got a sliver left. There we go. Playtime's over. Grant me power. Oh yeah, like... Oh, damn it, I got distracted. I forgot that you have to duck when he does that shockwave. Got him! First try. Yeah. Yeah, I remember very quickly, like, the Acid Rain's definitely helpful for that, just because of the constant damage. Ooh! That's a pretty good ending pose right there. Yeah, because, like, Grand Cross is good, assuming that the actual crosses manage to consistently hit him, even when he's jumping around. With Acid Rain, though, it's like, it just covers the entire screen. Glad that you're providing a roleplay demonstration of the unwashed masses, Raph, and not knowing about how amazing this game is, or its place in the series timeline. Okay. Yeah, so I think I've actually been at this for... Let me check the stream time. Oh yeah, it's about an hour and a half on this. Oh yeah, this is fine. And because Maria is... You get to play him when he's default. Nope. But you do get to play as a little girl who has powers correlating to the 4 Chinese, like, celestial beasts. Okay. But yeah, like, it'll take me a lot less time to get through this again as Maria, while also going through the alternate stages. I can't wait till we get fan subs for this that have fuck every other word. Oh man, you are reminding me of some very, very choice like fan like translations of like various DBZ manga, or not even that. Like even for like the fans translations for like the manga version of Dragon Ball Super. which I've not read because, admittedly, I have even less interest in that than I do the actual anime. See, I never really thought that because I watched a lot of my my early anime experience was from watching Toonami, and because that was on Cartoon Network during the daytime, that naturally like had a lot of like the more risque stuff kind of like removed as much as possible. Though they did make a big deal about when they were airing Gundam Wing Uncut for the first time, and that was really just more a case of like saying hell or damn, and Hiro actually saying to Relina, "I'll kill you," after he rejects her birthday invitation. Although the weirdest one in that situation was, I think for me the weirdest one looking back was Tenchi Muyo. Just because you look at that original OVA, which did air on Toonami, that is TVMA material. Like, that is not for kids in any sort of way. Like, Tenchi Universe and Tenchi in Tokyo, slightly less so just because, like those were made for TV in Japan originally. But man, it's like just drawing bikinis over the girls when they're in a hot spring naked is like the least of, like, the difficulties that would come from trying to make a more family-friendly version of Tenchi Muyo. It's, there's a non-zero amount of sexual-related jokes in there, you know? But whatever, and even if we're talking about, like, old 90s anime dubs, Tenchi Muyo is, like, the old Pioneer dub is definitely, like, in a soft spot for me. Like, just because of, like, just the delivery behind, like, with all the characters. Like, some of their voices that they go for are so perfect. And everyone just has, like, the right amount of, like, awkward delivery and cadence in every single line that they are given, just so they can match the lip flaps. Okay. 64% already. Yes, it turns out like TV in Japan, like they just care less about like trying to hide that stuff from younger audiences. Okay. So, we're gonna go back to stage 1. I don't really find it that necessary to play the prologue again. In fact, like, whenever I've done replays of Rondo on, like, a completed file, it's like, I always just go straight to stage 1 and go from there, because that's where it really starts, let's be honest. But yeah, time for the actual fun character. I'm gonna get people wanting to burn me at the stake for even implying that Richter's not fun. He is fun. But Maria is just is a different kind of fun. For starters, she can do this. Yeah, like, she can double jump, she shoots out doves that rebound back to her. She can do a slide, or if you're holding down and forward, she does a roll. But she also has this move, which, assuming I can get the input right... Yep. Shadow Maria. Yeah, she's got some fun stuff to her. Yeah, and it's like, that input for Shadow Maria is like, it's the only one of that type in this game. And it's obviously a very weird one, because it's not... You would think with how that is set up that it would be just a regular quarter circle forward motion. No, because, like, this is Konami. So, like, the way they decided to do it was you press up you press up, down, and then down forward. Which is extremely awkward, because it is completely different from what you would expect of any kind of, like, forward special move of that nature, you know? Like, imagine if a Hadouken was done with that input. Like, just how crazy upside down would this world be if that became the standard? Oh, dear. Man. Just the weird ideas some people had with various inputs. But yeah, here's like the way you access like the first side path in the game. I really do like how this game handles like the multiple levels, and how, unlike CV3, where it's like you basically get to a screen that explicitly tells you which stage you're gonna go to, these ones require you to actually like know like where the route is beforehand and then go that way. It makes it feel a lot more natural in my eyes. And also very appreciated, a statue pointing in the other direction, because they knew this was a dead end and was like, okay, that was really cool. I knew you were expecting something after beating them after that big plant monster, but nah, it's that way, man. So like, I'll admit, like, Richter's still fun in this game as far as, like, the way he's, like, he epitomizes, like, the classic Belmont style of play that defines Castlevania, you know? And the game's clearly still doable with it. But by the same token, looking at some of Maria's moves, if there's one thing I absolutely do wish was the case with this game, is that, man, I really would have liked to see if they could have given Richter a slide or something. Because that is just a very nice, like, dodge kind of ability that's a bit less situational, I feel, than, like, than how the backflip is. Because in order to use the backflip in a way that lets you get behind an enemy, you basically have to turn the other way for it to even work. Ooh! Double jump saved me there! Ah. It's always been a lot harder trying to no damage this compared to the Wyvern. Ah. But this is also why I keep the Phoenix, just because it is the closest thing you get to like an upward style weapon that that Richter gets with sub-weapons and that, you know? There we go. Okay. Yeah, the pre-boss track, I think, is the one where, like, that is the biggest weak link in this, See, obviously because Maria doesn't have a backflip, I have to use other moves to land a freeze frame on. In which case, handstand. Sure. Okay. Oh. That was the third time. The third time I made that mistake. Yeah, I really wish this this version of Mednafen wasn't like the only choice I had with regards to getting PC Engine games to run on the Wii. Okay, back to it. Now, I know about, like, the other, like, big secret with this level, which basically lets you bypass either of the bosses, but still takes you to, the, Stage 3 alternate. I'm tempted to take that. Just because I do think it's a nice extra kind of secret that this game has. But by the same token, I'd basically be depriving you of, like, another boss. But in all honesty, I find, like, the alternate Stage 2 boss, the one that's not the werewolf, to be kind of a weak link. You know? Like, it's more forgettable for me compared to, like, the weird eyeball thing that is, like, one of the Stage 3 bosses. See, actually, I think I'll... Yeah, I think because of that, I'll just show what the alternate way out of this stage is like. Although, actually, I kind of forget now if... Because I know it's when we have to drop down. So... Oh! It was a couple more holes over. Ah! Yeah, it's right down here. Oh, you ah. Yeah, I honestly need to keep spamming those phoenixes. Actually, I'm pretty sure this would be like trivial to get through if you had the turtle, because it just creates an entire shield for you that that protects you from any damage. Okay. Or maybe I don't need the Phoenix nearly as much. It's just... time these? Oh, man. Ugh. Mermen are definitely, like, up there as far as being some of the most stressful Castlevania enemies to deal with. Because they're always designed to be, like, infinitely spawning, and the rates at which they'll, like, pop out of the water are very hard to see coming a lot of the times. It's not a very static rhythm that they decide to spawn, you know? And there we go, we're in Stage 3 alternate. Ooh, oh. I have no idea how I managed to dodge all that, but I'll take it. But the bat just had to double team me. Or... whatever. Okay, just trying to make some of these fall away. Because I think... Oh, wait, hold on. I think I could have... Oh, whatever. I'll just keep the save state. Because I think I just remembered there's like a moment that's like... You can make it a lot easier if you take the dragon. But by the same token, it's also the one that like takes a whole lot of hearts to like use, is the thing. But like it's this mini boss right here that you can easily circumvent if you get in low enough, go to the side, and then shoot out the dragon, and it takes out all three of his eyes. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to do things kind of the lame way. Ah. Okay, that's as good as I'll get. At least there's like a... I know there's like a spot with like some food. Right here. Okay, now we got the route to one of the maidens, so we can free her. I do think it's a pretty nice detail that, like, this game, Oh, I love this shot! That is not her hand! I swear it's like they just, like, took, like, an alternate version of Richter's hand and scaled it down for hers. Because I was about to say, I appreciate the detail with this game that, like, depending on, like, how you decide to approach your playthrough on a new file, that, yeah, actually, for these guys, I'm gonna take the tiger. But yeah, it's like, I appreciate that they made slightly different cutscenes based on, like, what things you accomplish as Maria or as Richter, you know? Like, saving the maidens and Annette obviously, like, has slight changes based on the character. And then, of course, the ending has its own changes, and in Maria's case, it's very amusing. Okay, you have a good night, Wrath. Now let's just hope I do not take any more hits from this guy. No, not that guy. The other one. Ooh, there we go. Yeah, tiger's especially useful. White tiger, rather. Oh, and some food. Delicious. Yeah, getting to the end of this is going to be a lot more of a breeze now. And I still got a ton of hearts to spare. Nice. Okay. I'm trying to remember with this fight. Yeah, oh yeah, that's right. It's the alternate fight where it's like it's with the big eyeball thing. Which I don't think White Tiger's gonna be good for it, but it's like, well, it's not like I really have a choice. Yeah. Wait! God. Menu just had to register that down press as twice instead of once. How? Oh my god. Oh. Okay. At least that was a bit better in terms of damage taken, but yeah, I'm gonna have to rush back. Hopefully the game is generous enough to let me skip those cutscenes. Probably not, considering that they're only like one and done. Like, you see them once, they don't expect to let you see them again. Ugh. God. Nope, of course, it's not gonna skip. God. I need a drink. Oh man. Yeah, these cutscenes are still a treat, all things considered. No! Why you... Wait, but it didn't give me the tiger. Wait, so why? What was the point then? Yeah, you can stay down there. I don't care anymore. Ugh. I don't actually get that. I don't get why it's just... Oh, of course. When in doubt, you should just Marine Knuckle everything. Like... But on the plus side, I got my Phoenix back, so that's gonna help a lot with the Stage 3 alternate boss. It's gonna be a lot more preferable. So yeah, I guess it is kind of for the better that I actually did do this. Alright, back to this. Oh yeah, and I've still got so much hearts. I've been very frugal with... Oh, so they give a white tiger here. Yeah, still, I don't find it very useful for like this, just because I tend to stay more under the boss in this fight than I do over it, or to the side. Like, I get when when it's active in the field that it'll just be, that'll keep hitting it multiple times if it can. Yeah, like so. That's why I always use the Phoenix. Ah. Yeah. Yeah, you take care too, Pensive. Okay. Another save. Phoenixes are also still pretty good for dealing with these frogs and birds. Now I just need to make it to the point where I can drop down to a lower level and go on a little raft ride. Which should be this. Wait, oh, but of course I can't go down just yet because the second maiden is on this upper level. Whew, dodge those. It's funny, like, the frogs are almost like a Fleaman analog, except they don't jump nearly as high and therefore not as annoying. Wait, hold on. Did I even hit the statue at the start? I forget. Damn it. I didn't. No. Ah. It's fine. Double jump solves this anyway. It would definitely be a lot more trying if I was doing this with Richter. Okay, just run forward. Oh, and I missed the one-up doll. Oh, that was well timed. During the recovery, I grabbed the rosary, and that just ended everything. Yeah, unfortunately, we don't have any actual medical equipment to, like, properly clean and disinfect their wounds, so just, like, that bandage wrap's all you get. Make do. Let's see what's in here. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm still gonna keep the, Phoenix, because even then, like, I'm still gonna be losing it. Ooh, oh my goodness. Oh, I did not jump high enough the first time. Where would I be without Maria's double jump? God. But now we can get back to the path leading to the stage 4 alternate boss. Whatever. I forgot about, like, the different hearts and the sub-weapons that hitting the box will pop out. Who knows, maybe Genbu will be, like, somewhat useful in the lead-up to when I grab the key that's necessary. Okay, there we go. Yeah, you never know. Of course, I might just not end up using that save state anyway. But I at least want to get through things. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Now this one I know is Carmilla. Okay, Genbu. Oh. And you know what? Or God, what do I actually want? Because I want Genbu for the item crash, but I also want the Suzaku for just general purpose. You know, I'll stick with Genbu for now. At the very least, if things fail, like, Like, the last save state I made is not too far behind. It's just that small trek. Okay, let's see. Can this work? Oh! Yes! Yes, it did! That was very good. Ow, but the... But I'm also trying to get the Shadow Maria move to come out. There we go. Okay. Damn it. Yeah, I think I'll stick with Genbu. Whew. Still did it. But yeah, Genbu item crash I think is good for getting rid of like that first phase. And then I'll just play it cool with the bouncing girl. I really am confused though why that background in the last hallway is just bright green. Just single tone color. Okay, we'll just do it this way. Topping off on hearts once again. Oh. Okay, that's fine. Still on track. Oh. Back to Suzaki. Oh, cool! An invincibility jar that lasts way too brief for this. Oh. Why did that miss? Both of them. Oh, okay, yeah, I gotta stay down here. Yeah. This is still really difficult. Like, this is supposed to be, like, the alternate path if for some reason you don't want to deal with the death boss fight. But instead, like, basically the idea is that you have to just do this instead. Yeah, I'll go with the up path. I've at least gone the upward way more times with Maria, whereas the down path I believe I've taken with Richter. Of course, these specific axe armors are way more manageable when you have Maria because of the double jump. Oh, come on. At least sticking to this upper path, the Medusa heads do not even bother trying to oscillate on up here. I could deal with the axe armors, I just gotta be paying more attention. Ugh. Especially like that, I should not be turning away from them like I do there. Yeah, this is another spot that's definitely gonna be me stuck here for a while. And it's funny, I think I told myself that I was gonna like try and use save states even less with Maria than I did Richter, but then I remembered, oh right, I'm doing the alternate paths, including 5 alternates. Which is supposed to be like, there's no boss associated with it, but it is otherwise the hardest stage that they've created. Okay. Maria Knuckles saved me. Okay. This part's real annoying, so... There we go! Okay, get this. I can hang back just a bit more. Yeah, alright. Okay, we can go now. Whew. Yet another backup save just in case. So hopefully I needed a lot less here than I did there. Because my god! Ugh. It's a very tricky spot to get through when you're stuck with very little life. Yeah, the peeping eyes are like a joke, just because... It's okay, I can keep pushing through. It's fine. Oh god, that's right. It's this part. Ugh. Ooh. Okay. Ooh. That was weird. I was actually, like, trapped against the corner. Ooh! Oh my goodness, how did I survive that? Ooh! Or that, he could have nicked me. Jeez. Oh, well, at least that's the worst of it out of the way. Get to do the boss rush all over with, like, a much more capable character. So, let's see. I think at this point... Yeah, because over there, I think it's like the book, the song book that Maria has instead of the holy one. So, I might... I mean, Genbu's item crash is very good, but that's assuming... No, you know what? I got 99 hearts. And I know I don't need to, like, spam hearts on a sub-weapon to get across the crumbling bridge, so... Yeah, the mummy, at the very minimum, is gonna get the full wrath of this dragon. Because this thing's item crash is insane. Ooh. Come on, get down here. There we go. All these extra hearts just for... Oh, they don't get points anyway. Never mind. It's fine. Oh yeah, this goes by so much faster. Because you can just do this. You don't even get her to her third attack. Or second. Okay, but this is gonna be the big moment. Let's see if I can pull this off well. Oh, yeah! Yeah! Oh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That is an absurd amount of hearts that are required for that. Oh, whatever. That's fine. It's fine. I'll just focus on dodging those orbs and getting off any Shadow Marias that I can on Shaft. But yeah, that Dragon Soup item crash is so absurd. I guess this is the Castlevania team's way of saying that the power of Eastern mythological beasts are more powerful than the Judeo-Christian God. Oh, come on. It's not wanting to come out, is the thing. I have no idea why. Oh, well, it came out there, just not in the right direction. Ugh! And at the wrong time! God. No! Oh, you... That's the problem with her Shadow Maria move. It's like, it's really good when you land it. But that input that they require you to do is awful! Yeah, because it's like, in the move from up to down, there's also a chance that you accidentally press in a direction you don't want, and that screws up the input. Okay, just trying to get some practice in on that. Okay. Doing this again. Nice! That was the fastest I've taken him down yet. Ooh. Oh, nice. Killed her even before, like, those projectiles had their hitboxes formed. Now, I actually wonder, could I just pop the item crash even earlier? Oh yeah, it just automatically makes me immune to damage. That's awesome. There we go. No damage. Okay. Okay, Shaft. Show me what you got. I swear, I'm gonna finish this game as Maria in half an hour. Like, this is... the rest of this after him is gonna be a breeze. There we go. Got at least one hit in. Ooh, okay. Oh, you should have redirected directions, man. Come on. Oh, yeah, okay. I just face rolled through that. It's fine. What do I got? 30-something hearts? I can't tell. The icon for the dragon is way too big. Ah. It's weird. I feel like when I was playing this on emulator, I was using a DualShock 4, and for some reason, I guess I was having a bit more luck getting the inputs for the Shadow Maria move that way. Which is weird, because, like, I'm honestly, like, quite fond of, like, using the... You know, since I'm playing this on the Wii, and this is a TurboGrafx PC Engine game, I am technically using the Wii Remote on its side. And the D-pad, like, I always found was, like, very solid for this purpose. So I guess it's a bit weird that it's just not cutting it in this case. But yeah, here's how you get around this. You are pretty much about able to, like, outpace this bridge. You're obviously missing a lot of the like the candlesticks above, but honestly, who cares? That bridge is a nightmare. Tiger's definitely good for that. Oh, come on, just don't. Oh wait, but also... Oh, damn it, I should have... I probably should have... Well, no, never mind, it's fine. But yeah, I was thinking I probably should have saved the dragon for that, just because, you know? But it doesn't matter. Okay, just to the left. Put in the key. And then that is obviously already saved by this point, but we can still get a ton of money. 162, not bad. And the better part of trying to get through this clock tower as Maria that is pretty well appreciated is that her double jump is, well, you'll see. Yeah, I do not even need to bother with those spinning cogs just to get up here. Later. I'm gonna make... Oh, God! Ah! Again, with the double inputs. Yeah, I'm starting to reconsider using this as an option for, like, whenever I want to stream, like, stream PC Engine games. Because there's at least a few I can think of that would be nice to show off. But that's it. I don't know if it's worth it with, like, with the accidental, like, menu directions that I've gone in specifically because of how this emulator is set up. This whole emulation channel. At least I retain more of my health this way. But yeah, it's like because the thing is, this still manages to, like, go through, run just fine without any of, like, the weird hitching problems I've been having with BizHawk lately. And due to the fact that I am currently stuck with, like, a laptop as my only PC, the more excuses I can get to kind of limit the amount of things that my CPU is using and have it be just the, and have it stick to just OBS itself, then all the better for me. I'll gladly, like, resort to, like, these, to these homebrew emulator options, even though I could technically get more out of, like, using one that's, like, built on a PC specifically. And, you know, I'm gonna avoid using the songbook. It's like, it doesn't... Like, the main effect that it has isn't even comparable to the Holy Book that Richter has, so it's like, I never really use it. Really, with Maria, it's like, it's only, like, the four Celestial Beasts that you ever want to use in any capacity. And then it's like, the Mystery Egg and the Songbook are just not of any interest. Okay, it's on save state. Saved. Now we go back down. Oh wait, no, I forgot. I don't have the... There it is, that's actually what I was waiting for. Yeah, it's very useful. Actually... Yeah, Dragons is still really, really good. It'll be especially useful when, like, trying to deal with, like, some of these enemies that are, like, across gaps. Because I gotta go back up here so that I can drop down to where there's health. There we go. Yeah, that's what I wanted. One hit kill on him. I do like how these blocks are colored differently so that if you were to somehow not come down here first and instead stick to the upper path, like, these colored blocks would clue you in that, hey, this might be worth checking out if you drop down here. That's nice. But yeah, I think we're well on track. Oh yeah, and of course there's actually, like, this option if you wanted to sneak around, because Maria's double jump lets you get up there. But I felt like dealing with that armor. Oh yeah, there's a 1-up, which is obviously easily obscured due to the, because of, you know, like my HUD getting in the way of things, especially with that dragon icon being so large. I can't believe they made it that big. Like, you would think that, like, the readability of, like, knowing how many hearts you have would be a bit of, like, of high importance, regardless of, like, what item you have. Oh, that's good. I never actually stopped to pay attention to the whole thing with, like, the reflections. Okay, but at least here we can avoid this whole platforming bullshit. So, yeah, straight to go shaft. Yeah, I'll switch back to Suzak for this. Because I do want to, like, use it to kind of supplement, like, my regular dove attacks, while still also saving enough hearts for when I get to the Dracula fight, because I'm going to need it for at least a couple item crashes. Using Genbu. Okay. Okay. Come on. Okay, there we go. Nice! I actually got through that without taking a hit. That's dope. Yeah. Maria's fun. She breaks the game, but man, she's fun. Oh! Well, at least I got that pose. The Shadow Maria kept flashing in and out that, like, it just did not appear in the final frame. But that's good. And how many hearts that we got? 54. Yeah, this is gonna be more than enough. Like, 2 item crashes with Genbu. That'll be a breeze. Yeah, like, you would think it'd be good to use the dragon on Dracula himself, but because of, like, the amount of time, like, it's kind of a trap. Well, actually... Huh. You know, I'm very curious. Why? Every time I keep making this mistake. To keep loading this stuff back in every time. Like, that should not be allowed. Like, pressing the home button like that on this type of, like, emulator menu should not do that. But yeah, I'm gonna skip Genbu. Because I still have enough for at least 1 item crash with this. Like, it takes 50. But I want to see how viable it is. Okay. Why did you slide, man? Ah, no. I'd gotten so used to, like, my very deliberate strategy with Richter that I was like, oh yeah, Maria, I can just be way more loose. Oh wait, no, she takes way too much damage from even just one attack from him. Yeah, I just gotta... Yeah, I just gotta do that. Yeah. Double jump slash backflip is really the best way to deal with the fireballs with this version of Dracula. Here we go. Oh, that was a pretty sizable amount. Yeah, okay. Yeah, using Ryu, using the Blue Dragon is, like, just as viable. Nice! And I got Shadow Maria in frame for the final pose. That was awesome. Cool! Yeah, some amount of reloading save states later and accidentally exiting the emulator 4 times. Did 2 runs of Castlevania Rondo of Blood, which should put my file at 100% completion. I appreciate that Byako is in the cutscene. In fact, I actually really like this cutscene because as you'll see, it shows off the rest of Maria's animal friends in a way that is very amusing. Dracula's just smoldering in a flame going, I can't believe I just got beaten by a little girl. Oh. Like, it's bad enough he gets his ass kicked every single time by a Belmont. But now it includes things like his own son, a Balnades, a Devil Forge Master that was formerly in his employ. Now, normally, if we were playing Richter, this would, like, cut to, like, them standing far away outside as it crumbles. But no, Maria's cutscene gets a little extra thing. That dragon, like, the face is just... Oh... Someone at Konami was very proud of themselves with just being able to draw these extra scenes of Maria. Then we cut to credits. And we get a very different, like, ending theme that just changes the atmosphere of what we've gone through entirely. But yeah, man, this was fun to go back through, because it's like, because again, like when I was getting ready to stream Contra Hardcore, I was literally like doing practice runs of that like in the 2 days leading up to when I did it. This I had like done a whole lot of like serious playing of it. I want to say like about like a month and a half ago, I think it was. And this was like the first time after a while of not touching it, and on an emulator running off of my modded Wii instead of running it off of BizHawk, which is where I had been normally playing it on. But yeah, like this is, yeah, this is still the best Classicvania. All the people that go, no, Bloodline's the best, no, you can suck it. I can concede on it being like a close second, but it's just not there in consistency. It is another example of how, like, Konami definitely had a lot more, like taking their classic franchises and putting them on the Genesis had a lot more interesting results than they did on Super Nintendo. But still, it's like, God. I keep thinking now what it would have been like if they had actually decided to make a Contra for, like, the PC Engine CD. How nuts that would have been, especially if they just went similarly crazy with, like, anime cutscenes of this nature. Well, limited anime cutscenes. Yeah. 1986 and 1993. The latter obviously being when this game came out, and also, funny enough, when I was born. Same year as Virtua Fighter and Doom. Now let's get to that start menu. Let's see what my percentage is at. Wait, 96? Is this because... Oh, wait. Yeah, it's probably because I didn't fight the boss in 2 alternate 2 dash. Ow. You know, who cares though, honestly? Yeah, because it's like... Yeah, honestly, I'm fine with this being as it is. I'll just, like, play through the game again, like, in, Like, I'm definitely gonna, like, keep playing through, like, through this game again on this emulator, like, in my free time, just because it's still a fun game to go through. It's definitely, like, the one Classicvania that I still find myself, like, wanting to continually coming back to for the purposes of actually playing through, as opposed to, like, other 8 or 16-bit games where it's like I play it to just kind of go for a couple levels until I die and the game becomes, like, unrecoverable because of my constant failures, and I go, okay, that's enough for today. But yeah, thanks everyone for watching. Tomorrow night's not gonna be the start of Aria, but like Tuesday definitely will. So we'll be back in the realm of Igavanias for that one, and obviously with it being Aria of Sorrow, it'll hopefully be a very good one based on what I constantly see of everyone, like, giving praise for the quality of that game. Alright, have a good night. Later.